Hey yo, what is up, guys? This is DOZ101 back here again with another commentary. Um, I'm gonna let you guys know right off the bat that this will probably be my last commentary for a while. God knows how long it's gonna be. College finals are coming up and everything, and the general interest in wrestling for me just is not really there that much anymore. Plus, there's really nothing to talk about. So I'm just gonna kind of go shoot the shit on this one and just kind of talk about random shit. All right. The WWE. My thing about WWE and TNA in general that I'm going to talk about in this video are the wrestling fans. To the wrestling fans who still like the 1990s, they cannot let go of the 1990s. Guys, it's time for you guys to wake up and come to the realization that we are in 2010 and we have to accept the fact that this is PG. As much as I don't like it, as much as I hate the creative team for the WWE, as much as I hate the direction that they've taken the company, uh, you know, you got to accept it now. It's going to be more family oriented, which I don't really mind. I mean, nowadays when you look out at the crowd, you see more women and children and families in the audience. But it doesn't change the fact that Raw makes me fucking puke. I know we have to lower our standards as wrestling fans when it comes to WWE because it's clearly not going to be as good as it was. We're not going to get another Attitude Era. I hate to break it to you, but the sad fact is the Attitude Era is dead. It is gone. You'll never see it again. I know I'm not the first to say that, but it's true. You have to lower your standards when it comes to WWE. When I watched Pee Wee Herman the other night, finally caught up to Raw. He actually wasn't that bad. I thought he was, pretty tolerable. He actually kind of made me laugh a little bit. Lita coming back, one time deal. It's going to be to where you'll see Lita every now and again come back in the WWE just like they always do with all their other past motherfuckers that they get. They'll always have some guy come back and wave and go, every couple of years and shit like that. And yeah, that's about it. Um, as far just as the fans go who just blindly say like wrestling sucks without backing up their arguments. Why are you guys on here? To the fans who just say WWE sucks or TNA sucks without backing up your points. Why are you here? I can't figure that shit out. As far as just everything else goes, the fans today have got to lower their standards. They've got to do this. They got to do that. Bottom line is, for all you TV14 marks, just because Linda lost the election, WWE is not going back to TV14. Get used to the product. Get used to the way things are going to be. As much as I don't like it, to be honest with you, I just don't watch Raw. That's what the fuck I do. I don't watch Raw. For those of you who just blindly hate the way WWE is taking it, blame the creative team for the way they've taken Raw. Because Raw, I will admit, is shit. They don't really do anything to make me say, holy fuck, I have to watch. And the thing is, no one watches the shows live anymore. I sure as fuck don't. I DVR it, and then like sometimes I'll catch the last 15 minutes of the main event. And that's about it, because nowadays that's how I do it as far as Smackdown goes. If you want good, solid wrestling, not great, solid wrestling, but I mean good, storyline advancement and some good wrestling, go watch SmackDown. That's the thing you people need to be doing. You need to get off of Raw because Raw is not the place for you. I will say that. As far as TNA goes, and I know here we go again. Why is he back here talking about TNA? Well, as far as TNA goes, I hear this stupid shit with Hulk Hogan. Apparently, he flashed his wang to his daughter and whoever. Yeah, nothing too big to talk about, but with Hulk Hogan, it's typical Hulk Hogan. It's typical old guy syndrome. They do crazy ass shit. Um, as far as like Hogan goes, fuck him. Uh, and to all you Hogan marks who are like, show him some respect. I get tired of you talking about Hogan and Flair the way you do. Well, to be honest, Hulk Hogan, he's a motherfucker who has had his day. He's had his time. He's like 90 years old. and doesn't need to really be in the business. Bischoff, as great as he is as a heel, as awesome as he is, I give you guys your props on that for saying how awesome he is. He's had his day. Now, what has he got left to do? Here's the question I'm trying to ask these TNA fans. What do Hogan and Bischoff and Ric Flair have to prove? And all these old other guys like Jarrett and even let me go out on a limb and say Kurt Angle and RVD and Jeff Hardy, despite how talented they are, what do they have left to prove? Absolutely nothing. They're over enough to where they don't really need to be in the wrestling business. Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy and Jeff Jarrett, those three guys put people over. Put people over. It's what they have to start doing because it's a new generation, motherfuckers. It's how it is. In 2010, TNA needs to quit living off of the shit that made them that was cool 15 years ago. They need to stop doing that bullshit. They need to. Some people are bitching and moaning at me because I keep saying they don't push the young talent and all that. Well, they do apparently, but when I watch TNA, I feel as though it's way too fucking centered around these old motherfuckers who have nothing left to prove in the wrestling business, who need to just be promoting the company. And like I've said about a gazillion fucking times, they've got nothing left to do in the business. So why the fuck are they there other than to collect a fucking paycheck and waste our time? As far as the wrestling aspect of wrestling goes, it's not there anymore. Wrestling doesn't exist anymore, and I hate the fucking phrase sports entertainment. I wish wrestling could go back to wrestling. I wish we could get from both fucking companies, and I wish Dixie Carter would hear this, and I wish she would see this shit. What needs to happen to your company is if you're going to be a wrestling company, here's what the fuck you do. You go back to pure, solid wrestling. We don't need the Immortals. How creative is that, TNA? We don't need Fortune, despite how awesome they are. You don't need to be so stable happy. Instead of being stable happy and trigger happy, how about you go ahead and just start individually developing these guys and shit like that. That's what I would do. But TNA, listen. WWE, listen. More wrestling feuds. That's why we're here. The reason why I'm so critical about the wrestling business is because I am sick to fucking death of sports entertainment and the Attitude Era people who are saying, and the WCW nut huggers who are saying that they like this shit. You have to accept it for what it is, but it's just like, oh my God. To all you Attitude Era marks, you guys have got to understand something. It's not going to be as good anymore. It's not. Pro wrestling keeps shooting itself in the ass, and we are so looked down upon as wrestling fans. To be honest, I'm embarrassed to be a wrestling fan. I can't tell people that I'm a wrestling fan. I can't do that. I can tell you guys that I am, but outside of here, I can't tell anyone I'm a fan because that's how it fucking is now. It's so looked down upon. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry for the random ramblings. I just thought I'd shoot the shit and just kind of, talk shit and just say this will probably be my last commentary for a while. Just because there's really nothing else left to talk about. There's really nothing else left to fucking say. Other than to all you 90s marks and all you Attitude Era marks, it's time to move the fuck on. Let's go. Let's get these old fucks out of TNA. And for the sake of the fucking business, let's get more wrestling and more wrestling feuds. At least when it pertains to TNA. As far as WWE goes with this kid shit, well, it's going to be what it's going to be. 10 years from now, John Cena and Randy Orton are going to be regarded, sadly, as the next Stone Cold and the next Rock. Sad but true. Hate to admit it. And all you PG haters, I don't like the creativity either, but we got to accept it. That's that. I will catch you guys later. Check out WrestlingRevolution.com. Peace out.